bjjgearjunkie.com. Today I have another gear review. This time it's not a rash guard, it's not a gi, it's not a belt. We have some Hygiene products here. This is kind of like a kit that I got from Defense Soap, okay? I'll get to that in a second here. It's a pretty cool customer service testimonial from me about those guys. But we have some wipes, we have this foam barrier, and we have a shower gel. These are the three products that I've been using probably at least 2 months, maybe 3 months, okay? It's been a while. I wanted to kind of really put them through the paces, you know, daily use, you know, every training session, just to see how they react with my body, you know, my skin, does it dry it out, blah, 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 all that stuff, okay? So let me get to the customer service testimonial, okay? They have awesome customer service in my experience. I was actually on a forum, the Underground, MMA.tv, okay? And somebody made a post that asked the difference between Defense Soap and another brand, okay? Now, Guy from Defense Soap got right on there and responded back and said, hey, I will send you a sample, you know, PM me your address, I'll send you a sample and you can decide for yourself. First of all, I thought that was pretty awesome, you know what I mean? Because they're out there interacting with their customer base. So even though I wasn't the poster, I shot him a PM and I said, hey, I saw this post, I'm interested in doing a review on your product. Would you send me a sample? And he said, you know, sure, no problem. And he sent me the wipes, the shower gel, the foam, and 2 bars of soap, actually, okay? So I thought that was really cool because they were out there, you know, interacting with their customer base, which is really important for a company to do, so that they know what their customers are asking for, okay? So that was awesome. You know, I got the products right away, and I was really impressed by that. So let's talk about each one of these one by one. I'm going to start with the shower gel, okay? When I first got the shower gel, now this, the price for this, I believe, is $8.99 before shipping. I don't know, they may have some deals where they do free shipping, I don't know. So when I first saw this bottle, I was like, $8.99, I'm probably gonna, you know, burn through this bottle like every 2 weeks or something like that, right? Well, the good thing about this is, for one thing, I only use it after training sessions, okay? So for me personally, I train about 4 times a week, so I'm probably using this 4 times a week, okay? Sometimes when I was really trying to test it out, I would use it twice a day, you know, morning shower, and then after training I would use it as well, okay? The good thing about this though is it has like a really rich lather, so if you're using like a loofah or a sponge or something like that, you don't need to use a whole lot to get a really nice, foam, you know, to cover your body, okay? So in reality, each time I was using it, I wasn't using very much to, you know, get the job done. Okay, so that made this bottle, I probably still have about this much, and like I said, I've been doing that for about 2 or 3 months, okay? You know, it may vary for you. You might like to use more when you shower, that's perfectly fine. But the point I'm trying to say is this bottle usually will last you a little while, so that's awesome. So for the price, I think it's okay. Just a little backstory, I've never had ringworm, I've never had staph, I've never had any of those things. So it's hard for me to say that, yeah, this product works, okay? Actually, all of these products. It's hard for me to say, this product works. If you use this, you'll never get ringworm, okay? It's hard for me to say that because I've never had ringworm. So, you know, while using this, I still didn't have ringworm. But is it because I use this, or is it just because, you know, I practice good hygiene or whatever? I'm not sure, okay? But what I can tell you is this product right here, it has a really nice lather to it, like I said before. It has a pretty natural smell, so if you're going on a date right afterwards or something like that, you may not be fond of the tea tree smell. It's real natural, okay, and it's kind of strong. So you may want to just, you know, have some Axe body spray or, you know, shower gel or something like that after you use this. So kind of like use this to get clean. Then if you want some better smelling stuff, you know, do that before you get out of the shower. I was concerned after I used it the first time that it was going to dry out my skin, because when I used it, in the shower, I was sitting there and literally it was like squeaky clean, you know, like no oils left on my body clean. I was like, oh man, this is really strong stuff. I think it's probably gonna dry me out. It didn't whatsoever, okay? My skin stayed, you know, just like it normally does, okay? I had my girlfriend use it too. She has more sensitive skin than I do. She didn't have any problems either, okay? So she didn't have any dryness of skin or anything like that with this. So to sum it up, you get quite a bit of use out of this. It has a nice lather to it, so you don't have to use a lot. I can't say if it works or it doesn't work, but I did not, in fact, get ringworm or anything like that when I was using this product, so that's good. It doesn't dry out your skin. It does have a pretty strong natural smell to it, so you might want to use something else before you get out of the shower if you're going on a hot date. All right, moving on to the wipes, okay? This right here is basically like the same, the container works the same as like Armor All, you know, for your dashboard or your car. You poke up a wipe through there and it just comes out, you know, one sheet at a time, okay? This stuff I found pretty good for like after you're done rolling, you know, a kind of a hard session and you've dried off so you're not like sweating profusely still. Just take one of these wipes out, wipe down your arms, your neck, kind of your exposed body areas that you can get to. And then when you get home, jump in the shower, of course, as soon as possible and finish up with something like this, okay? So really not that much to talk about with these either. The active ingredients on this is 1% Australian tea tree oil and 1% eucalyptus oil, okay? So that's kind of the active ingredients that supposedly fights off the nasties, all right? So moving on to probably the more interesting one out of the three here, okay? This is their barrier foam. This stuff is pretty interesting stuff, okay? I'll show you in just a second here, but basically, you know, you shake up the can, you spray it in your hand, and you apply it to your skin. And what I would do is I would put it like, you know, all over my arms and my legs. Basically, if I was rolling no-gi, all the areas where my body would be exposed. Now, I suppose you could get, you know, totally crazy with this, get naked before you suit up and everything, and just put foam all over your body, I guess, and then, you know, put on your no-gi shorts and your rash guard if you wanted to. Probably wouldn't hurt, whatever, to each his own, you know, but I just didn't feel like going through all that hassle, okay? So they say that it doesn't feel greasy, and it really doesn't feel greasy. It's kind of interesting. When you're putting it on, you're like, man, this is gonna leave a weird, you know, film on me or whatever. It doesn't really. The only thing I can say is probably, in my experience, what I would like to do is I would put it on and then I would wash just my hands. Just my hands, okay? Because I did feel like it, with sweat and everything like that, it did make it a tiny bit slick like on the mat, okay? So, you know, if I'm going to post and stuff, like I really want as much traction on my hands as possible. So I would just wash my hands afterwards. You may find the same thing. So let's check this out. So shake it up as much as possible. And, okay. Now, one of the interesting things about this is it's like shaving cream, except it's like it's like firmer or something. It's kind of a really interesting thing. Now, as you see, like I probably didn't hold that button down for very long, and a lot came out. Okay, so this is probably going to be a lot to rub around. But basically, you rub it in, okay, as much as possible, all over. All right, I don't know. Hopefully the camera's getting this. All right, now as you see, the more I rub, even though I had a lot on there, okay, it starts to go away. Okay, starts to go away as you rub it in. You do the same thing on the other arm. Okay, as I mentioned before, I put a lot in my hand. Okay, but this is kind of just to give you an idea. This is kind of the cool thing about it, but also kind of the kind of annoying part is like it falls off. Okay, you know, like it makes these little like foamy things that kind of make a mess a little bit. But you know, if you were doing this in the bathroom or something, someplace where you didn't really care about getting messy, as you can see, that was a ton. Okay, and it's almost all in there now. And of course, you know, you can put some on your legs and stuff too. But so that is the barrier foam. It's kind of interesting stuff. And like I said, it didn't dry with this stuff, it didn't dry out my skin either, okay? The only thing that I would caution you is it's not really greasy. See all that gone, boom. Pretty crazy. So it's not really greasy, but I think just for my personal taste, I like to wash my hands afterwards just to make sure that I have the most amount of friction possible during no-gi sessions, because it usually becomes a slip and slide anyways, okay? So, to recap, this thing right here I think is like $16.99, something like that. It's between $15 and $20, okay, somewhere in there. All right, so all in all, if I was to spend the money to get the products again, which ones would I get? I would probably definitely get this one, and I think I would probably get this one instead of the foam. To me, it just didn't fit into my schedule. You know what I mean? I was busy, I'm always on the go, I grab my bag, I go to the gym, boom. I don't have time to really like lather myself up with a foam, okay? Even though it takes only a couple seconds, it's just, to me, it was like, I found myself not doing it, you know what I mean? And it was so much easier just to have this after a roll, give myself a quick wipe on my arms, boom, and then hit this up in the shower when I got home, okay? So, overall, good products. I can say that they worked as they were supposed to, I suppose, in terms of not, you know, drying out your skin and keeping your skin nice and clean feeling. I didn't get ringworm or staph or anything while I was using it, but again, I've never had that, so I can't say that it was because of this product, okay? So there you guys have it. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it. Make sure to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and make sure that you subscribe to the YouTube channel, okay? All right, thanks guys.